June 22nd, 1876. Herzog, Kansas. Meine liebe Anna, we have finally arrived. The train brought us as far as the depot in Victoria, where the Scottish and English settlers now live. Our neighbors from Liebenthal had left Topeka ahead of us after finding suitable land elsewhere. Over the winter, I reconnected with old friends from my days in Herzog. Martha's family wished to stay with this group, and so we chose to stay near them instead of following the others further on. We said goodbye to our traveling companions from Kathrinestadt, the ones who had come with us all the way from Bremen. They continued west, bound for Hayes and beyond. And we took what little we owned and walked the rest of the way to the place that would now be our home. With the little savings we carried, some families bought land from the railroad, $2 an acre, 80 acres for $160, nearly 250 rubles in Russian money, what had taken a lifetime to save in Liebenthal. But here, it was the price of a future. We, though, chose a different path. We signed up for the government's homesteading program, 160 acres, free. All we had to do was live on the land for 5 years and make it our own. Yes, free land, but at what cost? It means land farther from the railroad. It means work, endless work. Still, how could we refuse such a gift? We found good soil near a small creek bed. It will take much effort to make it fruitful like the fields of Liebenthal. The prairie is vast beyond anything I imagined, endless grass bending in the wind, and there are so few trees, Anna. Some days I long for the sound of wind through the poplars. Here, the wind has nothing to catch it but the tall grass, and it sings a different song. Still, I remind myself how my grandfather left everything he knew to cross into Russia, just as I have crossed into America. Now I stand upon this bare earth and say, Hier werden wir bleiben. Here we shall stay. Our first days were spent cutting sod for our shelter, since lumber is scarce across this prairie. Our house here is a simple one, but stands firm against the wind and keeps the rain out. When I look at the land, I think of my father's stories, of his fathers, how they built, endured, and began again along the Volga. And here I am, an old man doing the same, shaping a home from the raw land. We are our father's sons, Anna. We know how to begin again, even when all seems lost. When I lie down in this earthen home, I remember my Großvater. You know this story well. How he died when the Kirghiz raided Roletter, how his blood was spilled on the land that was meant to be our future. The Tsar's men said it was ours, though it was never truly theirs to give. They promised to protect us, but they did not. We were caught between two worlds, not truly Russian, not native to the steppe. And now, here in America, I hear whispers of the same between new settlers and the Indians who have lived here for centuries. They do not want us here, just as the Kirghiz did not want us there. And who can blame them? The land does not choose its people, governments do, and governments often forget the ones who were there first. I ask myself, will the Americans be like the Tsar's men? Will they promise one thing and do another? They say the law gives us the land, that it is ours now. But does the law make it right? I do not know. I only pray that this time it will be different, that we will build without fear, that we can live without being seen as trespassers. May God grant that this time it is different. Stanislas is strong, Gott sei Dank. He was so small when we left, I feared the journey might break him, but he is your brother's son. The brown blood is stubborn. He eats well, sleeps well, and is the joy of our home. Hans Peter and Martha dote on him. I see in their eyes the same hope I once had when I was a young father. We haven't yet met our British neighbors. There is no church here, not yet, but we have our faith. We gather beneath a wooden cross planted in the earth. Our voices rise together in prayer. Die liebe Mutter Gottes watches over us. Of that I am sure. One day soon, we will build a church of our own. When we do, I'll light a candle for your mother's soul, and for all we left behind. Alles gut zu deinem Geburtstag, mein liebes Kind. Happy birthday, my dear child. I hope this reaches you in time for your 23rd year. May it bring you joy and peace. I pray that one day we will celebrate together again. Until then, I carry you in my heart. Schreib mir bald, write soon, so my heart may rest easy. Dein Vater, Joseph.